And sticking with politics, a new Iowa poll shows Pete Buttigieg claiming a narrow lead now over his rivals for the Democratic nomination. Iowa, as you know, is that state that kicks off the presidential caucus and primary nominating season. So we asked Kayla Tausche to look at where the mayor stands on some economic issues.
While election headlines in the last week centered on a potential entrance by Mike Bloomberg, another mayor, Pete Buttigieg, has been quietly on the rise, chipping away at moderate support for Vice President Biden and, in a poll this week, taking the lead from Senator Elizabeth Warren in Iowa. According to Monmouth, 22% of likely Democratic voters in Iowa back Buttigieg, 19% Biden, followed by Senators Warren and Sanders at 18% and 13%, respectively. It's the second poll in 2 weeks showing Buttigieg above Biden in Iowa, after last week's Quinnipiac poll showed Biden in fourth and Mayor Pete in second, 1 point behind Warren. The shifts in the Iowa leaderboard are important for two reasons. First, its caucus on February 3rd is the country's first primary snapshot, but also because in 8 of the last 10 presidential races, the candidate who won Iowa went on to become the Democratic Party's nominee. Buttigieg is betting the party wants a candidate slightly left of Biden, but not nearly as progressive as Warren. He's proposed free state school tuition for families earning less than $100,000 and forgiveness of debt from for-profit colleges. He'd fund the $1.5 trillion Medicare expansion by rolling back the corporate tax cut, and the remaining $600 billion on his total $2.1 trillion economic plan would be funded by a tax on unrealized capital gains for the top 1% of earners. As for the mayor's campaign finances, he ended the third quarter with $23.4 million cash on hand. That's less than the progressives, but more than double Vice President Biden. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Kayla Tausche in Washington.